Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Seeing the Light. I'm Bruce O'Donnell, and today I'm getting ready to head out and photograph some of that beautiful Savannah scenery. But I've got to take some precautions before I get out there. You see, in Savannah we have this environmental issue that, if not dealt with, could make a mess out of my camera lens and my camera sensor. Now, if it's not in your area now, it will be soon. You know what it is. But don't worry, I've got 3 practical strategies for dealing with it, so let's talk about that. Alright, so by now you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about summer. And with summer comes hot and humid air. And if I take my cameras from an air-conditioned building out into the hot and humid air, it's going to fog up. Just like my iced tea, it sweats. And I don't want my lens doing that, nor do I want my camera sensor sweating. That requires that I clean my sensor, and I'd rather go to the dentist than clean my camera sensor. So, I've got 3 practical strategies for dealing with this situation. It's simple physics. Cold glass, hot and humid air. Something has to change. The simplest way is to warm up my cameras. And there's 3 ways to do that. So the first way to deal with this issue is with an inexpensive dry bag. You can get a dry bag from the camping department at Walmart. Very cheap. Put your camera in there, seal up the edge, put it outside, let it warm up for a couple hours, an hour, depending on the temperature differential, and you're good to go. However, when I go out, I'm more likely not just to take one camera, but my whole backpack. So I've got to have all my equipment warmed up. So how do I do that? Well, one way to do that is to use a hard case like a Pelican case. I do have a Pelican case, and those are sealed cases. You could put all your equipment in that. You could put it in the trunk of your car if it were secure enough, if you felt good about that. Or if you have a locked garage, you could put it out there where it's nice and warm and let it sit out. Either overnight or several hours before you go out and photograph. So that's another way, is just simply put it in a hard case, which protects it better. But if you're going to be hiking somewhere, you need a backpack. So how do we deal with a backpack? All right, you're taking more than one camera, so the dry bag's not a good idea. Gonna be hiking in somewhere, so you can't lug a hard case. All right. Option 3 is to warm your cameras in the backpack. And here's what I use to do that. There's a good chance you have the solution in your house already. You may have used a heating pad on your back when it gets sore. I simply put the heating pad in my backpack, I turn it on low, I close it up, and I let it sit overnight. So in the morning when I head out, everything in here is warm. I even will leave it in there and zip it all the way around and leave the cord hanging out till I get to my location. I can plug this into the AC converter built into my Ford Flex. Now, not every car has an AC converter. Actually, probably not many of them do. But you can go on Amazon and buy an AC converter that plugs into like a cigarette lighter plug for less than 20 bucks. Now I'm going to put some links below here. I've never used these products, so I can't testify to them. I'm just putting a link to something that had a good rating. So it's inexpensive. It's something you could plug in and then plug this into. And you can keep your equipment warm if you're traveling for several hours. Remember, it does not take long in an air-conditioned situation to get that glass cold enough where it's going to fog. And so that's the precaution I take, is I'll put a heating pad in my backpack and I'll have it on while I'm traveling. That way, wherever I decide to stop, my equipment is warm, I can get out of the car. It's a no-brainer. If you want to protect your glass and your sensor this summer, a dry bag, a hard case, or an inexpensive heating pad that keeps your equipment warm. Hey guys, I hope that's been helpful for you. I still use all three of these techniques depending on my situation. They have saved me hours of grief and concern, and I hope they do the same for you. So, get out there, see the beauty of creation, photograph it in some beautiful light, and until next time, all the best. Ah, that's good. Oh, shoot.